Oh, for fuck's sake. Give me a second, my darlings. I don't need the tools, I need... Oh, goodness. What did it do? What did it do? What did it do? I'm so sorry, darlings. Give me a second if you can. Why didn't it let me... There we are, camera. Settings. I'm trying to get things fixed. Yes, no, that's what I'm trying. Why won't you let me? Sorry, I'm trying to get it to find my camera source. Camera source. There we are! There we are! I am so sorry, my darlings. There we go. Ah! There. Hi! I swear. There we go. I don't know what this is, so we'll go ahead and take that out of the way. We've got that. Okay, see what we can do with that. Now, let's also see if I can get this set up. I'm going to bring this a little bit more this way. I'm going to swing that a little bit more that way. I think I've accidentally blinded. There we go. That's a little bit more reasonable. Pardon. Oh, is it? Is it? Let's see. Give me a second. This is what I was trying to get set up all day today, and it's been fighting me. And now it suddenly has decided it wants to work. Let's see, that would be my mouse. Keyboard that I don't... Oh, shit. Wrong one! Ha! This is laughable. Reset. Sorry, darlings. Let's try that one. It's not the best webcam. It's the one that's built in. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. Disconnected that. Disconnect that. You're going to help. Nope, that's not it. Where is the audio? Can you hear me? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I works. Thank you so much. I was like, shit. shit. Thank you so much, darlings. Let's see. Now let's see if I can get favorited also started up. And I need to get my hair out of my face or else I'm going to be absolutely unhinged.
I'm putting you in your place, losing place.
Yeah.
Mingle or...
Sorry. Don't know what that was. Okay. Starting live stream. Thank you, darlings. Hello. I'll find my line splitter tomorrow so I can get everything set up and running and whatnot, but yay. Hello, my dears. How are we? I'm doing a dual stream. I've got TikTok on one side. I'll try and get my cameras adjusted for tomorrow. Just wanted to see how well this went. And then I also have favorited over on this side, and we are going to be doing tarot card. We're going to turn off invites. There we go, I think. Hello, darlings. How are we this evening? Hopefully doing well. Pardon as we had to muddle through that first bit real quick. Hello, darlings. Let me make that a little bit bigger. There we go. There we go. Thank you, darling. I can't seem to find a single hair tie, which is going to drive me up the moon and back. But it is what it is. I'll work on getting a better setup camera-wise, because right now I'm using the camera that's on my laptop, which is 8 years old. So yeah. Today has been overwhelming, a little bit all over the place. I know what you mean. Hello, darlings. So yes, I am going to be slowly migrating towards favorited. Oh, good. Let me actually give you a little bit of a clean off, because I do know that the... There we go. A little bit better. Hello, darlings. How do we do? There we are. I just need, a few things to work out in my favor. And again, this is why I've been putting so much work into getting my verified sites running better, working on the SEOs, all that kind of good stuff. I am so not tech savvy. I've been trying to take, at least a few classes here and there. Yeah, the car trouble was not fun. A friend is trying to help me out, hopefully this weekend. But I've got to soldier on, do the best I can, as it were. So I will be doing tarot cards. My throne is up and running. There we go. I'm going to be migrating at least somewhat over to favorited. Now, whether or not TikTok goes away or sticks around or whichever, I'm gonna just start dual streaming because it needs to be done. I'm kind of tired of the will they, won't they, and blah 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 that goes on. But I will be streaming live from my computer. Oh, which means I should probably be... Give me just a second, my darlings. There we go. We should have a little bit... Give it a second. There we go. So yes, I'm going to try and get things up and running. Oh. Oh, that's why it did that. Oh, is it? Well, let's see if that works. Okay, sorry, fidgeting with things as it were. Yes. I'm going to look into all the things that I can look into, but I swear I'm just trying not to lose my ever-loving mind at this point. Bloody yes. Hello, hello. There we go. Oh. Haha. There we go. Hello, hello. So yes, I've got tarot cards on deck. If anybody needs them, blinks should be in Lio. Is there like a blinks in Lio on here? On this. Again, I'm going to work on the setup tomorrow. I know it might be for naught, but we're going to do all the things. And I will be making more appearances on my verified sites. Sometimes I pick up on things that people say in the comments section. Sometimes I pick up more on certain snark, certain phraseology and whatnot. But if we're talking like tarot-wise, I try not to even look at the screen when I'm reading tarot. That way, I'm not being influenced per se or whatnot. But if you have more context to what you were saying, feel free to let me know in case I didn't answer that quite correctly. Hello, darlings. For anybody out there who is having questions, by all means, do feel free to ask. I'm in a battery. How do you do? Mm-hmm. Oh, really? Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to work more on the links tomorrow. For those needing better in the sense that I was able to park in the driveway. Oh my god, I lost that word. Better in the sense that I got parked in the driveway. A friend is going to try and help me this weekend, but I have got to figure out a few things, hopefully very, very shortly and very, very fast. So, yes. I'm going to work on getting links set up over here on Favorited. If anybody needs my cash app, The Inna Bathory, TheInnaBathory. Each name capitalized. And yes. Hello, darlings. So we're trying out a bit of a dual-boxed setup, as it were. I'm going to have to get a few more things ironed out. All this... tried my best today to get it ironed out early, but apparently there was a lot of updates that were needed. And we just gotta soldier through at the moment. So it should be interesting. So yes, if anybody has any questions, do feel free to ask. I know we've got a new audience and whatnot, so... Hello, hello. We'll set this back up. There we go. Thank you all for the likes, the loves, the shares. I do appreciate them ever so much. Got Canadian geese flying through the background. So, my darlings, what shall we talk about today? Hello, hello. Oh, gotta love that riffle. Hello, darlings. How are we this evening? Hopefully everyone's doing okay, doing well, figuring everything out. So for those of you who do not know, I am Inna Bathory, the persona, I should say. How do you do? 40,000-year-old vampire, hedonist, temple priestess, digital courtesan, as well as so much more. I also do art, tarot card readings, and whatnot, but overall professional yapper, and then some. I love a good, what's the word I'm looking for? A good banter, as it were. So if you're not sure what I am, don't worry. Make sure you ask questions. That way you can figure out if you like the vibe. Hello, darling. How are you doing, Puddy? I hope you're doing well, my dear. I know you've been busy, lots of work and whatnot going on. Apparently there are new overlays that can be used in this particular setup. Right. Oh, actually, let me move this box over just a touch. There we go. There, now it's not quite so crowded. Hello, Playful. How do you do? Why, thank you, darling. Hello. How are we? So I'm actually dual boxing. I've got Favorited over here, and then I've got TikTok over on this side. We are just going to play it by ear for the next couple days as everything goes on. But yes. So what? Tell me. What is your evening like? What's going on? And yes, for those looking in the background, yes, I have the new altar up and running. I'm doing a little bit of a nice cleansing on it, getting it cleaned up and whatnot, and what's the word I'm looking for? Not scrubbed, purified, cleansed. Making sure, nothing untoward is sticking around, as it were. Actually, let me see. I'm going to work on positioning with you. I'd like you to actually be able to see what everybody else sees. Oh, I toasted up some orange skins. So those are nice. And let's see, I'm going to have to make that smaller. There we go. Ah, there you go. Now you can see basically what they're seeing. Hello. Thank you, darling. Migraines are never fun. Eating last of steak and broccoli baked potato. Oh, that sounds fantastic. Ooh, along with a homemade cinnamon roll. That's fantastic. Even more so. Honestly, I kind of want a Cinnabon right now. There we go. So much better. Everything's almost in order. I'm going to move a light so that it's actually more effective. And slightly less insipid. There we go. Let's see. Pattern's a little bit bright, strier, but we're going to work on positioning and whatnot a little bit later on. Oh, right. I mean, I love a good Cinnabon, but nothing beats homemade. I just have not... I'm good at cooking. When it comes to things that are bread-based, it fights me. To say the least, it fights me. I'm going to post... perfect. Hello, darling. There we go. Okay, now you're a little bit closer together. It should be a little bit easier to look back and forth. Hello, my darlings. And yes, I do have blue lipstick on today. It's so gauche, isn't it? But yes. I'm trying to decide, all things considered, When is the best point in time to go on to my verified sites to do things? I keep trying to decide if I want to go on earlier in the day or later in the day. I'm still kind of thinking earlier in the day might be a better thing for those. And then use, you know, later in the day, come, decompress, do the everything with the tarot cards and whatnot here. But yeah. Hello, darlings. How do you do? Now, questions. Come. Hello, demon darling. How are you? I know we've got a bit of a new setup. Don't be afraid. By the way, thank you very much for the taps on the screen. I do love that. I don't think Favorited does the taps, but if anybody knows, by all means, feel free to let me know. I'm still kind of figuring everything out. Hello. Fair enough. I was thinking of going verified site after this. Hello, how are you doing, Arena? Hello, how do you do, my dear? So yes, I think you're right. I think I might go to a verified site after I get off here. Do a nice little post up of some pictures and then go live after that. I've been feeling more and more in touch with my witchy side, so thank you, darlings. Hello, dear. If you have any questions, do feel free to ask, of course. Yes, doing a little adjustment here and there. I think I'm going to try and be on most of tomorrow, mostly because we don't quite know when or if the clock app is going to go down or not. So I'm kind of going to ride it until the wheels fall off, as it were. But definitely take your time to find me around the web, please. And let's see, if nothing else, I'm going to be doing favorited. I might even try and do, if the clock app full shuts down, I will move to YouTube, Twitch. Actually, I might do better on Twitch, actually, because then I know I can download that and move that to YouTube in the next day. So, hello, my darlings. Come in, let's banter, let's talk. Once I get to 10K over here on TikTok, I will pull the community card for tarot. Hello. How are you, my darlings? Favorited. And I am under Inna Bathory over on favorited. Thank you, my dear. I'm finally seeing the little gifty things pop up. Thank you, darling. I appreciate that. I think most people at this point are exhausted, especially with everything that happens to be going on right now as we rocket ship into full-on fash. So I think a lot of people are exhausted, and not to mention they made it seem like they weren't going to mess with the algorithm or how TikTok works, but we've seen a sharp rise in maggots and right-leaning kind of stuff and so much other stuff that has been going on. So oh, is the throne thing hard to read? The text is a bit hard to read from the screenshot. May want to make it bigger. Let me see. Moving things around just a touch. Is that helpful? Hello, darlings. I've got a little bit of a dual box. Hello, Gecko. Oh, it's hard to see me. Sorry, darlings. Okay, we can make that a little bit smaller. It's me, Mario. No. Actually, give me half a second. I want to go grab something to clean off the, Hi. Oh, I'm silly. Give me a second. Don't worry. We're fidgeting with a few things here and there. I'm like, that's a little bit better. Okay. We're going to put that there. We're going to put that there. We're going to work on sizing just a touch. Apparently that is as small as that gets. Ta-da. Actually, I kind of want to take this off. We're going to delete this, and we're going to delete this. That's going to move down ever so slightly. That can move over ever so slightly. I am now a little bit bigger. Give me just a second. Sorry, I have to concentrate on this. Da, da, da. There we go. Better. I love that, MK. I truly do. Thank you. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? So yes, I will be on as much tomorrow as humanly possible. Oh, that's right. I was going to get a little something so that I could get a better screenshot. I'll be right back. I'm just going to grab a cotton swab. Because I can see a smudge, but I don't think I can get a fingertip in there. So we are going to use cotton swabs. Yo. Thank you so much, darling. Give me a second. There we go. Give it a second. Slightly better, give it a moment to dry. Hello, darlings. So yes, worst comes to worst. Thank you, darling. I appreciate that. But yes, worst comes to worst, I will be doing TikTok and or Twitch on one device, and then on another device I will do something else. I will try to let people know where I'm going to be. And yeah, I'm trying to figure everything out. I'm just right now. Everything has gone a little bit wonky and sideways all at once, if you know what I mean. Hello, darling. How do you do? What is everybody up to? I think after, let's see, I'll be on till probably about 8 o'clock or so. Think I'll try to be on at least one of my verified sites tonight. If you are a loyal fan, you'll know where to go. If you need a little help finding it, I would suggest going to the throne room. It has the keys to the kingdom, as it were. I definitely have some things that I'm going to be stepping into my baddie era with. Honestly, I have not seen anything good lately. I've been trying to catch up with Dimension 20. I've been looking for some new stuff, but right now, with everything that has just been going on lately, I've been a little overwhelmed, I'll admit it. And I am bad at asking for help. But yeah, like, my brain has been rather fully occupied, and nothing has been quite hitting like it usually, like it does, like it should. Even some of my old favorites have not been hitting nearly as hard as they usually do. Hello, darling. Hello, how are you doing? Ooh, Severance. No, I don't think I have watched that. What streaming service is that on, my dear? And as you see, there are ways to directly support. I will work on getting a few more links up and getting some things adjusted over the next day or so. I'll probably get rid of things like, follower goal and some of that other stuff. I'm going to work on what the layout looks like and maybe even get up some better cameras, splits and whatnot. I've actually been studying tech. It makes my brain hurt. Oh, Apple TV. Oh, no. I mean, I'll try and find a way to, but yeah, no, I don't just out and out have Apple TV, so that's probably why I haven't seen it just yet. Ooh, suddenly what I want to watch again? I suddenly really want to watch Fallout. Oh. What? Okay, was it just me, or did everybody else think that his name was Walter Goggins? Walter. Apparently his name is Walton Goggins. Walton. I was like, I could have sworn it was Walter, not Walton. Okay, fine. Hello, darling. And yes, I am definitely feeling much more motherly today. Oh, I was not in a mood a couple of days ago, to say the least. Hello, my dear. Doing a little better. Car's in the driveway, so I shan't be ticketed. Hopefully my friend will be able to come over and help on the weekend. We are trying to actually raise money at the moment to get a new 12 volt. He's pretty sure that he can install it. We just need to get together about $300 for a new 12 volt battery, which is a lot better than having to replace the lithium battery, which is the big battery. The 12 volt battery, from what they did a diagnostic, the 12 volt battery has dead cells, so it's not holding a charge like it should. It should hold about, 4 or 5, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on. And instead it's holding like 1, maybe 2. So it is rapidly deteriorating. So yeah. Well, and the car wasn't even the only thing. The frickin' issue with DoorDash itself is even more concerning. I literally 2 days in a row, sat and just waited, drove around, tried to find good hot spots, because I always sit in hot spots, and just literally nothing, not a single offer. Yes, I tried both of those in my area. I tried GoPuffed, I tried Shipped, I'm trying TaskRabbit. That seems to also be, like, everything I'm trying in my area for driving, for gig work and whatnot, just seems to be full. So I've got to find more digital methods, and I'm also now apparently looking into medical courier. So we shall see how that goes. I think my friend said about $300 for a 12 volt battery, because that is what needs to be replaced. The lithium battery is fine. That thing apparently is nigh indestructible. But it's the 12 volt, the initiating battery, is the thing that is not working ever so well. So that is the thing that we are trying to figure out. And I am also severely behind on rent, so I'm trying not to show that I am panicked, but I am panicked. Whoa! Jesus. That's a lot of citations for... Good God. And that's the whole thing, is that the timing of just everything sucks. Timing is not good. Sorry. Fidgeting with things here and there. But yes, it's... And of course, you know, with the whole TikTok thing going on, who knows what that's going to do to my visibility. I just yeah. Doing my best, doing my absolute best. Because honestly, there's only a very small handful of things left that I can do. And I'm trying not to think about that, because, yeah. I don't have fine jewelry to pawn. I don't have a 401k. I am cut off from my family for a reason. So yes, it's... I just want to live comfortably. I just want to be successful. And right now I'm kind of banging my head on the wall. And honestly, half the problems I just kind of want to rage at the economy and the people who are in charge. Because it's not everybody's fault here, or everybody's fault in general, just regular working class people's fault. It is massively the fault of people in charge that the economy is the way it is right now. So, yeah. Thank you, darling. How... As long as you're parked, why do they care which direction you are parked? My goodness. But yes, I now can actually show you, ta-da, this is Throne. The joys, the bliss. I'll try and get a few other things set up, hopefully within the next day or so, that finally that I've got my tech working a little bit better, and apparently just it needed not a systems app update, whatever you want to call it, but yes. Thank you, darlings. And yes, if we get to 10k likes, we will pull a community card for tarot. So feel free to have it, my darlings. Oh yes. Favorited, you're so quiet. Are you enjoying the show? Hello, hello. Pardon, yes, I know we're working on potato quality. Actually. Okay, give me half a second. And of course, it is not giving me... Ah, there we go, finally. Let's try... Ooh, that one looks better. There we go! There we go! Better! Better, 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 better. I'm sorry, I feel smart right now. Hello, darling. right? I was like, ah, I'm smart. I got the better quality one. Oh, it's a little bit of a stim for me. So I'm fidgety. I have a very hard problem sitting still for an extended period of time. So I do this in part to keep my hands busy. But also people sometimes do like to get the tarot cards read, and these are tarot cards. So I always keep them shuffling, that way they are ready to go at a moment's notice. Hello, darling. So far it's going quite well. I happen to be dual boxing, but don't worry, everybody is in on the same thing. We're doing tarot cards, we are talking, chatting. If you have any questions, by all means, do feel free to ask. I know I'm a bit of a new personality around here, and if you don't know me, I'm the persona in a battery. How do you do? 40,000-year-old vampire, practicing witch, tarot card reader, and, well, quite the wild card to say the least. This is the very nice, polite, genteel version of In a Battery. The other version of In a Battery, especially over on the verified sites, are a bit different. Oh, fair. Thank you so much. Sounds like somebody on your block has it out for you, my darling. Which is not fun. Hello. Oh, why thank you, darling. Aren't you ever so kind? So, for those who don't know, these are tarot cards. I'm sure some people actually do have some questions about these. So, tarot cards are a divination tool. They've only been around for, about 200 years or so. Hard to out-centric me, but the rules for being here are basically be polite. I am gender fluid, I am pansexual, I am many a things. I don't mind answering questions because I know people have plenty of them. As long as you're polite, kind, and not untoward, you can pretty much ask anything you want. And I prefer that people be over the age of 18. Minors, just, they don't get me. I'm fine by that. Most of my jokes go straight over their heads, which I'm, again, perfectly fine with. If you're going to apply to be a potential husband, make sure you have plenty of coin in hand, because I am so tired of being told, I will provide. Will you? Will you? Anyways, don't mind a good spirited discussion, but, you know, take an answer for what the answer is, especially if it's a boundary line. And yes, other than that, feel free to have at and banter away. Working is an overstatement. Apparently I have a dying battery cell for my 12 volt, which is the thing that initiates my car, as my car is a hybrid. So a friend is going to try to help me this weekend, but we are going to be working on trying to get some funds up so that we can actually get that battery replaced so that my car will be more reliable, which will definitely help when it comes to applying for jobs, because as it is, the car is not reliable, and DoorDash is really not an option for how poorly it has gone for the last couple days, even before we had the battery incident. No, I'm saying the parking officer might have it out for you, which I would honestly, I would bring that into court. I know that's probably quite the imposition, as it were, but I would highly bring that into court and, like, point that out that, you know, I'm the only one getting hit with citations. Make sure you're taking pictures of everything. I'm the only one getting hit with citations. This feels targeted. WTF. I know. Wouldn't it be great if we had far more walkable cities? Give me a second. I actually have to... There we go. Sorry. Yes, I am a denture wearer. I just realized. Yes, I am a denture wearer. Yes. I do make my own fangs, friendly plastic, aka thermoplastic. What do people want to know? What shall we banter about? Oh, I do have 2 degrees. I know it's odd. I do have 2 degrees. I am a person who holds a degree of psych and a degree of fashion design. I've had a storied life. Hello, darling. How are you doing? And a little over a year ago, I went into doing spicy stuff. More in the direction of control and power dynamics. It is something that I know well, and I'm having to adjust my approach online because I'm so used to doing quietly in person, where there's a lot of talking, a lot of negotiations first, whereas online, as a few male friends have pointed out, you have to be really direct. You have to just go ahead and take control from the beginning. You just go in as if you're in the middle of doing what you would do, instead of being gentle and polite, coaxing people in. Like, no, people just want to see you at full tilt, full rage. Oh, missed you too, my dear. So yes, I'm going to be filming some content that is going to be much more me in my natural element, as it were, which should be quite interesting, to say the least. So yes. If anybody has questions, again, do feel free to jump in. I absolutely adore fielding questions, because then we can dispel ignorance. We can have quite a bit more fun, and, well, I'm ADHD, so the conversation is always going to be wandering, to say the least. But yes, apparently a lot of people are having dinners and whatnot. Right, that part. And well, I'm used to having to talk first and getting to know a person and establishing those particular boundary lines first before I go jumping into that full dominant femme mode, because that's a slightly different headset. It's mode, because that's a slightly different headset. It's a little bit different from the negotiation position to the I'm in dominant mode position, and then even aftercare headspace is also different than any of that. So yeah. Oh, you found a new flavor of Arizona iced tea. What did you find, my dear? Don't worry, I'm looking between 2. I'm looking at favorited, and I'm also looking over here. I'm trying to decide which and where I want to go. Now, if this goes all the way dark, go to YouTube or Twitch. I will try and let you know which one I will be streaming off of. And we will go from there. But yes, do feel free to check all the links in bio, find me around. Some reason I thought I had my throne updated. I'll double check more things later, and the joy of tech and whatnot. Hello. So identity, what is the new Arizona flavor that you found? Peach and raspberry tend to be my favorites. Although I swear, Arizona is so incredibly sweet that I honestly need to. I can do about a half bottle, and then fill it with water, and much better. But boy, when it is full strength, it is almost far too sweet for me. Right. It's not just me. I feel vindicated at this point. Favorite anime. Like, part of me wanted to say Jujutsu Kaisen, but the fandom is just so redonkulously toxic that I don't want to really be associated with them anymore. I just got into, I was reincarnated as a vending machine in a dungeon. I keep forgetting the actual title of it, but that one's really fun. And then there was, I may be a guild receptionist, but I'll solo level any boss so I can get off of work on time. I don't know why, but I absolutely adore the really long-winded ones. The ones that have these giant titles. Oh, I think they are just so funny. That one is just so much fun. Right. It's super sweet. Beaufory. I didn't want to get hurt, so I put all my points in defense. Love that one. So much fun. Absolutely love it. So good. So freaking good. Ooh. I mean, if we're going old school, if you are anywhere familiar with Cowboy Bebop, one of my all-time favorites of all time. Oh, it's not letting you say. Is it a fruit? Hello, how you doing? How you doing, Ari? Let's see. Ooh, Vampire Hunter D. That is one of my absolute favorites. And I like not only the movies, but the novels. So good. Ooh, it's a tropical. Is it mango? Ooh, tell me they have a mango tea. That'd be great. We figured out some tech stuff. We got some things hammered out and yes. Gonna have to switch a few things around depending on what happens tomorrow, and who knows what's going to happen tomorrow. But yes. I am also thinking of kind of, I'll tell you this now. I'm thinking kind of switching the tone a little bit for my overall live feeds. I do want to lean more towards doing the tarot cards, yes. I do still like having the banter. I don't ever think that I'm not going to. But I might lean a little bit more heavily on Inner Bathory. I might lean a little bit more heavily on amplifying the persona, because again, this is the very soft, this is the very safe, this is the very light-hearted Inner Bathory version, mostly, for this particular platform. But this is not necessarily the Inner Bathory that is reflective of where you might find me elsewhere, whether that be Blue Sky or other platforms. That Inner Bathory tends to be a little bit more spicy. So we shall see. I'm kind of tired of putting my faith in TikTok as an app, especially for how they have been conducting themselves lately. It has been untoward, to say the least, and I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of how they, not just for myself, but how they've been treating a lot of creators overall, and so many of the issues we have had over the last week. Exactly. Over here, everybody's, light and sunshine and kind of fun and a little bit quirky, a little bit eccentric. But you go over to places like Blue Sky and you're going to see a very different side. It's a very, very different side. And so, yes, I can understand where some people are like, yay, ho! I'm not mad, just surprised. I'm like, yes, definitely spicier version of myself, to say the least. I am very much not puritanical. I was raised evangelical Christian for about 20 years. I left that. It was not a good fit for me. I became a practicing witch. A good question to ask. Somebody asked, why am I wearing the teeth? So, the teeth, the fangs that sit on top of my dentures, are because the persona in a battery is a vampire. And they actually help me elocute, speak a little bit more clearly. Without them in, sometimes I forget where my lips are and I become a little bit mumbly. But with them in, I have to over-enunciate, and therefore it's actually much easier to understand me. Thank you, darling. Thank you so much. That's exactly the look I was going for. But yes, being that I am a 40,000-year-old hedonistic vampire who's also a witch and a digital temple priestess, I feel that the overall vibe should match that far more. So I definitely want to work on making this space much more representative of the spicier version of In a Battery. And if I have this account, I have this account. If I don't have this account, I don't have this account. At this point, especially... So the big things amongst creators more recently has been that our accounts fluctuate between being in a good standing, not a good standing, good standing, not a good standing. And it doesn't seem to matter whether or not we have done anything to deserve that standing or not. A lot of creators of color, black creators, indigenous creators, Latin creators are noticing that there's been a very marked shift on how they are being treated versus their palm-colored counterparts. People who are spicy workers, or people who do SW or verified sites are also noticing a major shift. Oh, thank you, by the way, for all the little gifties. I really do appreciate the support and love, truly. Where was I? Oh, yes. So for people who are of that variety, again, they are noticing a very, very different handling from how they are treated versus how many other people are treated. And a lot of, especially creators of that variety who are, again, BIPOC, Black, Indigenous, people of color, they are noticing that the way the Clock app is treating them and their accounts is markedly different than how our palm-colored counterparts are being treated, especially the thinner, younger palm-colored counterparts, as it were. So things are everybody's trying to take stock on how they are being treated and where is the best place to be. I think a lot of people are migrating kind of away from the Clock app and finding other places where they can be a little bit less restricted, less censored, a little bit more fairly treated evenly across the board. So, yeah. Hello, darlings. So yes, if we make it to 10K, I will do a community card draw. I don't think Favorited does likes, but figuring things out as we go, and I'll still be working on the tech tomorrow, but we shall see how it is. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. My goodness, we're halfway there already. Thank you. I don't know why. I was looking at the absolutely wrong thing. I was looking at how many viewers in total there have been. I'm like, wow, that's moving slow. Oh my god, I was staring at the wrong thing. Hello, darlings. So yes. What else shall we speak on? What shall we banter about? Oh yes, tarot cards, 200-year-old divination tool. I mean, there could be older divination tools. I mean, I always have my pendulums. Those are ever so fun. entrails. That's a very old one. Entrails, bones, anything that kind of sacrifice, that goes back by thousands of years. Thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Honestly, I think as long as people have had things together around them, they have found one way or another to divinate what is going on. Sorry, interesting scent came through, and I think it's coffee. Huh. What do I think about today's education system? You mean before it was gutted or after? Because they are gutting it in order to keep control of the populace. And I blame a lot of the failings of our current education system on the fact that we have let the daughters of the Confederacy write our textbooks, and we have been filtering it through Texas, of all fucking places, for the last several decades. So we have gotten nothing but a highly censored version of the truth, and you have to wait till you get into college or higher learnings to get even a semblance of what history actually was. In fact, more people were learning about history on the Clock app than they were like anywhere else. Give me half a second. I need to figure out something. I'll be back in 2 shakes of a tail. Yep, we're good. Nothing is interesting. So something or someone is trying to communicate, apparently. Now, after they are literally Project 2025. Something that we have been screaming about, and not just me, but like a large portion of people. Project 2025. If you need to, please go ahead and look that up. We've been screaming about it for a couple of years now. That's what they are trying to implement. It is 1000% The Handmaid's Tale. And I am not saying that facetiously. I mean to the nth degree. They are trying to implement The Handmaid's Tale. They are trying to force women, femmes, back into servitude within the household. Basically childcare. They are trying to make it so poor people can never get out of poverty. And they are trying to criminalize that poverty so that they can ship you off to internment, concentration, or labor camps where they can work you to death. I am not even being facetious. They do not care. The rich are simply trying to do monarchy 2.0. This is why we are currently in a fascistic oligarchy. And I don't care at this point if I suddenly lose my platform. The truth needs to be said. That is the reason that April 5th we are having giant marches going on across this country. Is because there's a lot of shit going on, and apparently a lot of people just don't know. Which is why I'm like, how are people not much more panicked? I mean, we're being highly censored. That's the first thing. We're being highly censored. We're not getting much of the information. We aren't seeing what's going on around the world nearly as much as we used to on the Clock app. A lot of the world is actually not seeing what's going on inside the United States. And trust me, they are worried for us. But they are also, of course, mad at our leadership. I mean, truthfully so. The fact that the not-so-great Korea has made statements going, y'all are fucked up. I should tell you something. But yeah, it's scary. It's a little scary, to say the least. And yeah, again, it all comes back down to how they have been slowly gutting and now exponentially gutting education. Like, to the absolutely worst and nth degree. The very fact that they have allowed an unelected South African Yahtzee to be president as our completely inept, ineffectual, pants-shitting, coke-snorting, de facto orange tangerine sits by. I mean, we knew he was a puppet, but it's so in your face. It's not good. It's not good. It's really not good. But I'm just wondering if, when, what is going to happen next, and if the Hague is going to be involved. But yeah. Apparently I have got little filter left today. Are we coming out of Mercury retrograde? I think we're coming out of Mercury retrograde. Of course, you don't come to me to be... Well, you come to me to be educated, or at least being given a direction to do some research in, so it is what it is. Also, I think... Right! It's like, Mercury, put it down already. Get out of the microwave. I'm just saying. Yeah. But yeah. Between Mercury and Mars and Venus and Neptune and all the other ones, all the planets just absolutely losing their minds. But no, I mean, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And I think we just keep being run ragged. I'm just kind of amazed that overall we have not really implemented a day for a general strike where everybody just goes, fuck it, we're staying home. We're not doing anything for the next literal week, maybe more. Like, I'm kind of amazed that hasn't happened. Because honestly, at this point, that is the last little bit of power that we have is just completely withholding our labor. But yeah. Sorry. Sorta, not, you know what I mean. Hello. How's everybody doing? Come on in. We're having a oddly deep talk, mildly dark. Sorry, not sorry, but sorry, but not sorry, but sorry. And that's my whole thing is, if we literally, as a group, as renters, as people, just went, no. 1,000% no. Absolutely not. No, we're not paying that rent. Fuck you, bring the rent down because this is some bullshit. If people collectively got together and went, no. We are the ones producing the food. We are the ones producing the products. We are the ones producing, the labor, whether it be tech, medicine, farming. If we collectively got together and went, no. I'm not going to say, what are they going to do? Because I know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to use Pinkertons. They're going to use their private militias that now suddenly they can all wear face masks because they don't like being seen. I know this is the utopia. This is a hypothetical. This is not a thing. But if a lot of those boys who like to run around ever so proud were to have those masks ripped from their face, if those who wear, hoods and helmets were to be unmasked for the world to see, how many lawyers, doctors, officers, how many of them would be exposed? How many people of power, how many community members would be not only unmasked but shamed for their actions? I mean, the fact that we have skinny culture coming back, which is a clear indicator of the alt-right pipeline. The fact that we have skinny culture and an increase of, don't trust medicine, don't trust science, because, any number of reasons. But yeah, oh my god. Yeah, no, and skinny talk hates to see me. I'm like, you know what? I've been fat my entire life, and proudly so at this point. Proudly fucking so at this point. Why? Because I've got a bunch of different medical things. I have, a bunch of stuff that does not allow for my body to lose weight, and when I do lose weight, my body feels like hell. It is not healthy for me to lose the kind of weight that they want to see. I'm like, I don't care what you want to see. You want to see a boring world where everybody dresses in beige, where everybody conforms to one small visual that is just the same thing repeated over and over and over. It's why it's so easy at times to get certain politicians and wives mixed up, because they're all blonde, with one particular haircut, with one particular type of sunglasses, with, one particular makeup style. I'm just like, y'all are the same, and it's sad. And unfortunately, so much of Gen Z has been beaten into conformity because they're so worried about being cringe. They're so worried about stepping outside and being embarrassed. It's like, suck it up, buttercup, be embarrassed. Do your own thing. It's okay to be weird. Get the fuck over it. Which is, what most of us millennials are like, I don't have enough in me to not just be weird. Okay. Ozempic pisses me off. And Ozempic pisses me off because they are using a diabetic drug. A drug that people need when they have diabetes, to help manage the symptoms, to help manage the illness. And they're using it as a quick gotcha. And I'm just like, A, you're taking medication away from people who actually need said medication. And B, you're losing weight so rapidly that you have to know that you're harming yourself. But also, there is a level of privilege that you have to have in order to afford those medications. And are you taking those medications to be healthy? Really? Or are you taking those medications to fit in so you'll be treated a little bit less like shit? Like, right, that. I just don't understand how so many of them also don't understand the ramifications of taking that medication and what it does to their body. Like, it's not good. It's not healthy. And I swear to God, if one more person quotes the BMI at me, I will uppercut somebody to the fucking Adam's apple. I say hypothetically. The BMI was written by a eugen who was a mathematician, not a doctor, who did not use any actual health metrics. He just made a bunch of numbers, and he was doing it for the palm-colored aristocracy so that they could separate themselves from... How do I put this? He was trying to separate them from the peasant class. Because again, they were aristocracy. They had to be the standard. And by the way, their standard at the time was foppish. Their fucking standard for the cream of the crop was fop. F-O-P. Or F-O-P-P-I-S-H. Foppish. Meaning you had very, very, very low muscle tone. Meaning that you did not get a lot of sunlight. You looked like literally they were going for the almost sickly look. So that you could say, oh yes, I don't have to lift a single finger. I'm so rich, I have servants for all of that. And I don't have to lift a single finger to get anything done. That was the height of health in that day. And it has not changed in 200 years. So yeah, it makes me unreasonably mad when somebody quotes the BMI, because it's bullshit. It is bullshit. I'm like, oh, are you German, Belgian, Flemish aristocracy from the 1800s? No? You're just a working class person? Then shut the fuck up about the BMI. But, you know, what do I know? I'm just ever so gently overeducated. Hello, darlings. How are we today? Come on in. We've got plenty of questions to be had. Plenty of things to be said. How do you do? Oh, that's my coffee account. I was wondering like that. Oh, I've got to get my throne account up there instead. Oh, I've definitely got more tech work to do tomorrow. My goodness. I might even do it tonight. Shit. But yes, if we get to 10K, I will pull a community card. But yes. So what's up with everybody's world? How are we doing? Are we making it? Are we gently skating by? One would hope. Oh my god, that part. The fact that teachers put in so much money buying supplies for their students, for their work. The fact that schools are funded by income taxes for their area and not income taxes for the whole country then being distributed amongst drives me insane. Because if you live in an area that is very, let's say, highfalutin, rich, has a lot of income to be taxed, then your school gets all the money and you get all the new things. But when that same pool is put together, but in an area that's low income, that has next to no income that can be taxed, then the children go without new books, without supplies, without computers, without anything. To me, school should be fully funded by the government, and the teachers should not have to be buying several $1,000s worth of equipment and other things to keep their classrooms running. Not to mention that I think the average teacher salary is somewhere between $32,000 and $36,000 when you don't account for like the upper 10% of the like highly paid individuals. Right? Without heat, without AC, there are so many classrooms that have gone without just regular things like good running water, a clean environment. There are so many schools apparently that have black mold. I have to pop these out. Sorry, the front of this was not stapled into place. It kept moving, which was starting to activate my gag reflex. But yeah, There are so many schools that have a non-clean environment with no functional AC or heat, so their kids are either freezing or dropping from heat exhaustion. And you're just supposed to pretend like everything's okay. Like, what? And with your teachers only being paid for 10 months out of the year, and they're only being paid like 32 to 36,000 roughly, and that's before taxes. So many teachers are having to take extra jobs, whether that is doing things like, food delivery, or some of them started verified sites. They're just trying their best just to survive, sometimes taking 2, 3, 4 jobs, on top of the fact that they start at like 7 in the morning, and they're there till 3, 4 in the afternoon, and then they go home. They have to do more grading. They have to do lesson planning. They're being absolutely worked into the ground. And how do I put this? Schools are trying to drop tenure, and yeah, sometimes you'll get some shitty teachers that you shouldn't keep around, but schools are trying to drop tenure so that they can just fire teachers at will and hire new ones for cheap. So teachers end up being shit canned, even if they're good teachers, so that they can bring in new teachers who are like, I just got my degree, I'm $100K in debt, and I need to work. Yay. And they're getting paid even worse than the teacher that was there for like 2 years. Like, the entire thing is a shit show. And I mean, it started a while ago, but the fact that it has gotten so bad, and before anybody goes, well, it's this side or it's that side. No. It's been both. It's been both sides, and that's the part that sucks. It's always been both sides, and I'm the fact that I'm coming to this realization now irritates me. But it has always been both sides that is doing it to us. It's just one is doing it very loudly and in your face, which makes them a very easy, you're the bad guy. The other side has just gone, no, stop, no, we'll help save this. Just get us in there. We'll do something about it. And the moment they get in there, they are ineffectual to a staggering degree. They do nothing. They talk until their assholes are nothing but flapping windsocks. They do nothing. They don't fight. They don't put any actual pressure or effort into correcting what is going on. And it is always the students and their families that are so much worse for wear every single time. Oh yeah, the debt is like, what, 150K is the going rate for getting an educator's degree, which is a bachelor's plus the certification. Because you have to be a student teacher for like, I want to say at least a year, 2 years, or something to that effect. Yeah, just the amount of debt that you rack up is insane. Oh, and you want to know why we have that debt? You want to know why we have debt? You want to know why we are paying so goddamn much money for fucking higher education, which used to be free? Sorry, this one irritates me to a whole new level. The whole reason we have to spend so much money to get a higher education is straight up because of racism. They did not want people of color, especially black people, getting higher education. So the way that they went about making it so that people like me could not become educated is by basically trying to put a monetary barrier between the have-nots and the haves. That's why I've always laughed at somebody, oh, I came from Harvard. Oh, I came from an Ivy League. And? You went to those places. How much did your parents pay? What were your grades like there? Were you a C student? Did your mommy and daddy donate a wing, a building, a fountain? Like how much? I hear somebody stomping around outside. I'm gonna close this window. But yeah, like... And no, I don't know exactly how to fix everything. But there's got to be some way or another to do something. Smarter people than myself, or at least people who are far more specified for this particular area, they will know. But yeah. Anyways, how's everybody doing? Sorry. Wow, we're only about 500 and about 500 away from a community draw. So if we get to 10K, we will draw a tarot card. Wow, favorite it has been a super duper right now. So I'm about to switch over to Twitch. We're gonna do that for a little while. But yeah, come, more questions, more banter. I'm liking this. I like a good spirited debate. I know some people get a little uncomfortable with it, but I love a good spirited debate. I appreciate it. It actually does so much more for a conversation. Because sometimes you need to discuss those things. Sometimes those things are just like, you may have never thought of a... Wow, that... Thank you. Sometimes that... What is the 504 plan? I've only seen like one or two things kind of in passing about the 504 plan, and I am not educated on it at this moment. So by all means, what is the 504? Okay, favorited, I'm gonna head over to Twitch. If you want to find me there, that's cool. Just trying out some different things. I forgot how to... I thought I could... There we go. There we go. Hi. Oh, I love that, though. Because sometimes oh, thank you. Sometimes... What's the word I'm looking for? Not everybody takes tests. Oh, yes. Yeah, I've got my cards with me if y'all need tarot card readings. By all means, I'm sitting here shuffling with my hands and whatnot. Sometimes you need a little bit more time to take a test. I think tests should be varied and whatnot. Not everybody takes tests in the same way at the same rate or in the same way. And giving somebody a little bit more... Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Half a second, actually. Yes! I think we can do that. When people say that giving accommodations or making accommodations for test taking, for learning, for that kind of stuff. Like, tests should not be high stress. Tests should not be how do I put this? Words are still a little funky in my tests should be accommodated for the person, because test taking, it has been shown over the years, has to change because technology changes, because information changes, because the way we do something changes, and we should have adaptability in how things are done, because people change. Things need to adapt. And I mean, we used to call kids back in the day, before we knew about ADD and ADHD, we used to just call them bad kids. Oh, they just don't know how to sit still. Oh, we should just, put them over in that corner and just not worry about them. No, we make adaptations so that they can, function better, so that we can actually get the true read of what their ability is, so that we can more easily place them within society to actually succeed. Hello! How you doing? How you doing? I'm doing a dual stream, so we've got the clock app and we've got friggin' Twitch over here now. Ah, thank you. Mm-hmm. I do plan on being more present in more places, so I hope to see you a little bit more often. Honestly, I think there needs to be a lot more upgrades to not only teaching, but test taking, and how we actually assess people's ability, especially students' ability. The very fact that we took away free school lunches, free school breakfast, doesn't make any dang sense. And it has been shown that hungry children do not test nearly as well. And it causes them to stress out badly. And when you're stressed out, that test taking is not nearly as indicative of their actual abilities as when they are fed and relaxed. So we're not doing our kids a service at the moment. Oh, I hear you. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry that happened to your friend. That sucks. I know this I swear TikTok is doing jack shit nothing for nothing lately, I swear. But yeah. Okay, so community draw for both TikTok and now Twitch. Honestly, at this point, I don't know. There's got to be a better way than letting one person or one small collective of people make all the decisions for so many different areas when clearly they are trying to hurt the entirety of the American public. That should be grounds for treason alone, but that is very much me. Yes, absolutely. Let me read the collective real quick, and then you will be the next draw, my dear. I'm sorry, I should have made that clear. That's on me. But yeah, for the collective. Thank you. I appreciate that. For the collective, it is the 7 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Pentacles. Oh no, you're fine. Seven of Pentacles is kind of getting all the ducks in a row. Getting everything put in order, checking of your blueprints, kind of seeing where some of the major gaps or hiccups might be in your plans, in the way you're about to go about things. It's looking at the blueprints before you've put in action, per se. So yeah, double check your details. Make sure you've, crossed your T's, dotted your I's. All your P's and Q's are in the right direction, as it were. And if you feel there's something that does not serve you or does not add to a good functioning plan, then go ahead and, take that out. Excise that. It's okay to change your plans a little bit. It's okay to, make little adjustments even before you've started putting everything together. Because if you can go, oh, you know what, we probably shouldn't have a caltrop right there. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Probably a good idea. I'm just saying. So look over what you're doing, how you're conducting yourself, how you're about to go about something, and look for anything that just doesn't need to be there. Take that out. Or look for places where, like, oh yeah, that's right, I should probably eat lunch, or I should probably add this in. Do those now. And that way you're not going and having to backtrack and then having to start from scratch, or having to start from a further back point, as it were. But yes. Hello, darlings. How do you do? We're just doing some tarot card reading, as we are also having some rather apparently heavy and in-depth discussions and whatnot. So feel free to ask questions. I will be looking back and forth between the two, I promise. And we will get things done. If you would like a tarot card read, it is $5 per card. There should be links that you can hit up, and we can go from there. So thank you. Okay, so next up we are going to read for our dear Cordy. We are using the steampunk deck, so it's a little bit lighter, a little bit softer, a little bit gentler. You're welcome. Sorry, I should have told you that I'd been shuffling for a collective read first instead of going through. I got to remember that order of operation. There is a decent chance that I will be. There's a decent chance I will be on my verified site. You know what? I don't think I'm going to be on the verified site tonight. I think I'm going to do it tomorrow, since we're supposed to more or less be disconnected or whatnot from the clock app. I think I'm going to be hanging out there because, yeah. We'll see how everything goes. What can I say? Thank you. I'm hanging on by a thread. Bluntly, I am hanging on by a thread, honestly. A lot of shit has gone a little bit sideways, but I'm trying to keep my head up, desperately treading water, as it were. But yeah. So yeah, no, I went from dog sitting to, I finally was able to secure a DoorDash. And then DoorDash has been absolute dog shit. And then my battery went bleh. So yeah, I had a little bit of a brain melt yesterday, but I'm doing my best. I've got my Mayhem Market up and running. I am trying to get all of that functional. Getting tarot card, like private tarot card listed over there, as well as my art, some of my corsetry. There will be custom orders available and whatnot. I will honestly tell you, I've hated Uber Eats. They are almost worse than DoorDash when it comes to pricing. And they told me that they were full in my area, as did Shipt, Instacart, GoPuff, TaskRabbit, There was another one in there. Oh, there was another one in there. Postmates. So yeah, apparently my area is very, very, very saturated for delivery drivers. But somebody suggested checking out driving for medical. So, gonna try that. The first thing I need to do, though, is get the 12-volt battery in my hybrid replaced, because right now I have like a dead cell going on where it's not holding charge, so it is just unaliving itself left, right, and center on me, which is not fun. Yeah, no, DoorDash has just been dog shit. Cordy. Feels like it's in flux. Feels like it's in flux. I will answer that question in just a moment. So, for our dear Cordy, we pulled the 9 of Cups. Trying to find the right angle. Further back. No? Yeah. There we go. I'm sorry. So yeah, the 9 of Cups, but it feels like it's in flux. And the 9 of Cups is kind of that, let's get around for everybody. Oh yeah, you're doing so well. You're like, you're kind of, you're showing off a little, you're kind of, yeah. Like, the barkeep is nice. Everybody's having a good time. You've got a lot of different choices, a lot of things, coming in and setting up. But, like, I think it's in flux because not all the options that are coming to you are good options. Not all the cups are good cups to drink from. Cups are a water emblem. Not all water is fresh water. Some of it's stagnant water, some of it's salt water. So, yeah, there's a lot of things being offered to you, a lot of opportunities coming towards you, but that is not necessarily a good thing. Some of the stuff that you're going to be offered it's not going to be good for you. It's going to be detrimental to your health. It is going to lead you astray off the path, whatever, however you want to think about that. But it's not necessarily good for you. You have to be so selective as to which opportunity you really decide to take a deep draught from. So make sure you are asking what all is in the drink? What all is in this opportunity? What all is in this possibility? Because if it's, oh my God, you could come and work for us, we're like family. No. Versus the, yeah, maybe you'll like it here, but it's going to be a tough job. We'll train you on the job and everything, but it's it's a little bit tough. Not everybody loves it. That might actually be a better fit for you. So definitely whatever comes your way, make sure you're getting details. Make sure you're getting, okay, how much does it pay? Not how much do you think you might offer, or maybe we can work this into the budget. How much does it actually pay? What is a good market value around you as well? Like, bring that to the table. Like, oh, you're saying 75K? Looks like the average is like 80. And I've got the experience that you're looking for, so I'm going to say 82 would probably be even better. And, make them come up to meet you. Don't stoop to their level. If you're going to go for something, make sure you're getting compensated well and fairly. So, to say the least. What am I on? Oh my God, nothing. And that's the problem right now. I'm not on anything. I'm not having a lot of sugar in my diet. I haven't gardened in like a month. I'm running on stress. And that's about it. Hello. Thank you so much, darling. So I do hope that was helpful to you. To say the least. I do hope that was helpful for you. Yes, I'm over here on Twitch, as well as here on the Clock app. We're going to try a couple of different places and spaces and see what works the best. I may actually very much gravitate towards Twitch, actually, because I have everything already set up over there, and I know that I can get the the stream and then take that over to YouTube and post that up. So that allows me some of the stuff that I actually want to do. I am Sanguine Bathory over on Twitch, and if you go to the links in Lio, it should be listed there. I think I have the emblem up as well. So yeah, feel free to go and do that. Get that done, by all means. Thank you. Hello. How are you doing, my dear? Do. Yes. Oh, I definitely will. I've definitely. It's been a little bit of my own fault that I have not been posting a little bit more consistently per se, but also I've been treading water and just trying my fucking damnedest, while also being pretty much in a state of crisis for the last, well, couple of years, but you know what I mean. Hey, how you doing, Carly? But yes, I will need to be more diligent and get things streamlined so that I can actually... I mean, it's it's like nobody's fault. It's just... These platforms have just been what they have been. They have been really, really icky. And just getting traction has been incredibly difficult. So, next card at 20k. So once we hit 20,000, I'll do another community card draw. So I guess I should say for every 10k, we can do a community card draw. How's everybody doing over here? We've got Twitch, and then we've got TikTok. So yay! I'm just trying to figure out where best to showcase the personality, as it were. I know I fell out of the Inna Bathory affectation. So don't worry. Sometimes it's a little easier, especially if we're getting into heavier, fiery talks and whatnot, to be able to just talk in my regular California accent. Instead of having to go highbrow. I'm just I'm ready to rant in Shakespearean. Which I know not everybody would understand, so yeah. I'm amazed. We've had very light trolling tonight. I don't know why I was not hyped up. That's the wrong word. I don't know why I was expecting so much more trolling, and we're not. I'm not seeing a bunch. I don't know. I've been kind of bitey the last couple of days. I will admit it. I've been a little bit bitey, a little bit fighty the last couple of days. So, yeah. What can I say? I need I need either a certain level of just general banter going back and forth to keep me occupied, and if not, I start to get the what is that word I am looking for? Oh, it is absolutely fucking Freddie Mercury in the microwave, I swear. Hello, darlings. How are we doing today? I know if you have questions, feel free to ask. Yes, I make my own fangs. Thermoplastic / friendly plastic. I attach it to my dentures with Fix-It. It actually helps me enunciate better, and yeah. Right. I might gently adjust how I comport myself on certain platforms, including this one, so that I am a little bit more concordant to... Shit. A little bit more concordant... Antsy, thank you! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, yes! That's the word! That's the word I was looking for. Antsy. You are brilliant. You are so brilliant for that. Thank you. And fucking card that I dropped down here. I almost want to take on my more dominant femme role. That or go super witchy. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be a little bit more true to who I am and embody that like a motherfucker. Right? And I know it's not just me. Like everybody has been a little tense lately. Honestly, and I'm just saying this as a hypothetical. If, I don't know, there were to be, one of the many illnesses that are just raging across this country right now, if there were to be an outbreak amongst a small sector of people who are making all of our lives just insufferable right now, I don't know, if they were to all get hit with, a TB, bird flu, COVID, I don't know, measles, just if they got hit with a slurry of it, and 90% of them were just knocked out of commission. I think collectively, and I do mean this across all of the different sides, I think collectively we'd all kind of look at each other and go, you know, yeah, we're okay with this. We need to get some people in there to replace them so we can get this bitch back up and running, because we've got the next several years worth of reputation cleanup to do. But that was a horrible thing. Oh no. I'm just saying. So, the star, the major arcana. And that is, the star is, now I gotta do Roman math. 17? I read that word really wrong. The barest of disturbances. Got it. Don't ask. I both read barest and ripple, fully incorrectly in my head. Which tells me something right there. Yep. Regaining hope, faith in the future, and inspiration. You know what? I will give this card to all of us. I will give this card to all of us. Forget even having to get to the 20K. Right now, we all need this right now. So, the meaning of the star. Because I know the star like in the meteoric kind of rise, in the becoming center stage, but I'm like, no, there's word association that I need here. So, regaining hope, faith, or regaining hope, faith in the future, and inspiration. Finding the still and silent place within you that is the beginning of serenity, tranquility amid trouble. Harmony, offering without reservation, sharing and being generous. The harshness of daylight or even moonlight is gone, and there's nothing but calm and non-judgmental eyes of the stars. There's peace to that, a space to gather up, prepare, and uplift the spirit. Let loose doubts and fears to the embrace of the night. The stars have always been symbols of guidance and hope, the light that leads you home. It is the resilient fish, the carp symbolizing strength, perseverance, and courage. The determination of spirit. It is chrysanthemums, commonly representative of longevity and a symbol of hope. Yeah, yes. Yes, please. Thank you. Yes, please, and thank you. I'm like, yeah. I think we all needed this card. I really think we all needed this card. And the fact that it went a hop, skipping, jumping out of the deck. I think I really needed that card too. Because I have been Captain Stress lately. But yeah. Thank you, my darlings. How are we? Hopefully doing well. So, that is my Ko-fi account, which I am rarely, if ever, on. I'm kind of thinking of shutting it down. I'm not sure what to do with it, honestly. Yeah, I'm going to work on my tech tomorrow, see if I can get the overall appearance a bit nicer, a bit cleaner, a little bit more worked out. And honestly, I think I might... Like, Favorited is okay, but like, it's not my favorite platform just yet. I know. I am so resistant to change. I really, truly am. But I will try and get some stuff hammered out by tomorrow. So if we're doing more live streams tomorrow, no panic, no worry. No panic, no worry. I will try and let people know where I'm going to be and when I'm going to be. Which means I need to be proactive in where I put myself. Hello, hello, hello. I cannot tell what I'm hungry for. Don't worry, I've been eating. I haven't been starving myself or anything like that. I've been eating. I just can't quite tell what I'm hungry for. Like, what would do the dopamine good? Kind of want burdock. You know what I want? I want an eclair. Oh, I want an eclair. An eclair sounds so good right now. Like, and not even just like the stock and standard, yeah, you've got your diplomat cream with the chocolate on it and everything. I want something that has just like a light sugar icing and like maybe a chocolate raspberry interior. Something that is like out of the ordinary, just not stock and standard. But yeah, like that or, a filled donut. Oh my fucking God, a filled donut right about now. Oh, that sounds so good. A little bit of cream, a little bit of like a fruit filling. I don't think I want a cream bun. Those are nice and all, but I don't think I want a cream bun. I think I want like a jelly-filled donut. Maybe I can go and walk myself over. Get that squared away tomorrow. Because I'm within like, I think I'm within about a half-mile walk. Actually, not even a half-mile walk, but yeah, about a half-mile walk from a couple of nice, like, little mom-and-pop places. So maybe I'll just take a wander tomorrow and grab a little something. I haven't had really, like, any treats today. I had those, like, little petite fours and a small piece of chocolate cake. Oh my god, I was so hopped up on sugar with that chocolate cake. It was a spectacular chocolate cake from the Torrance Bakery. I am not being paid. I just like to direct people to good places to go. But it was fudgy. It was rich. It had a really nice crumb structure to it. It was moist. Oh, so good. So good. But no, like, I'm like, today? No, I haven't had anything like today. Like, I'm looking at like little sugar crackers, which is just, honestly, it's like a regular cracker, but with a tiny bit of sugar sprinkled on. I've also got Pocky here, but like the Pocky is not, it's regular Pocky, and like right now I need Almond Crush Pocky, or the Pocky that's like the dark chocolate with the cocoa powder on the outside that's like bitter. Like, ooh. I think I either want something like super fruity and creamy, or I want something like unctuous. Something like really, a little bit of bitter, rich, sweet. Look, I like to snack, and I know that I like to snack, and I know that my brain never can tell me what kind of snack it's gonna be, so I get different types of snacks and then just squirrel them everywhere. I've literally got a lollipop jar in case I need one, and it's full right now. I've had one lollipop from that whole stash, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm good for a while. Weeks ago. Let me see if I can flip this around. Nope, nobody can see that, of course. There we go. These are like super good. By next year, I would love to do kind of something like that. Oh, that would actually be fantastic. I would love to be known by like local areas. Like, I don't expect like a discount or free stuff or nothing like that. But it would be really great if they could, like, you know, shout me out. Like, hey, this is a creator who comes here often. Like, check them out. Oh my god, that is so good. Alfort mini chocolates. Alfort mini chocolates. Bitter. It is a really nice dark chocolate with a crisp yet soft biscuit. It's nice. It's like a sablé. It's really nice and crumbly. It has that little bit of sweet, but like, oh, these are perfect. Like one or two, and I think I'm gonna be good. But yeah, nice, smooth chocolate, not overly dark. I'm here for it. Really? I love a good bitter chocolate. It reminds me of what I keep thinking my soul is. That cookie is just that little bit of sweet, a little bit of crunch, and then it's a nice, rich, dark chocolate, lovely smooth. That hint of bitter, not overly... I don't like things that are overly sugary. Like, I have a sweet tooth, but, like, my sweet tooth is on the gentle side. I like a little bit of sweet. I like the other flavors to come through. I like a little bit of sharpness from, like, citrus or sour. Not super sour, but a little bit of citrus or sour. I like the fruit flavors to come through on a fruit-based sweet. Like a fruit tart is my absolute favorite pastry. It really is. But yeah, like, I like things that are gently sweet, but I want to be able to taste all the elements in there. So if it's creamy, I want to taste the cream. If it has fruit in it, I want to taste the fruit. If all I can taste is the sugar, I'm like, where's the skill in that? Oh my God, I love a maple bar. Oh my, they are. So, if you've never had a maple bar, or a maple glazed donut of some variety, they're lovely. If you can go to like a little specialty place that does like bacon on it as well, and you're able to do bacon, I love it because you get the juxtaposition between a little bit of smoky, a little bit of salty from the bacon itself, and then that maple comes through, and it's very reticent of like maple syrup on pancakes without being, sticky and all over your hands. Maple is so good. And then you can pair it almost perfectly with just a good cup of coffee, and you don't need it to be overly sweet. Again, you have like a little bit like a creamer, like even one or two flavored creamers, and then you have your maple bar and you give it a little dunk. Oh, heaven. Absolutely gorgeous. I love a good old fashioned because you've got that buttermilk heft, which really, I mean, it'll sit in your stomach something wonderfully. Very filling. But also like the light fluffy is, also a good one. Also a good one. But yeah, just, ooh. I love myself a good maple bar. Like, I think I only had like a filled maple like once, and it was too much. It was too much because they made it very, very sweet. Very, very sweet. And then you could taste the fake maple additive. And it's like, yeah, it's maple, but it's like maple sugar instead of maple syrup. So it was too much. Oh, I like a good tuxedo cake, and I'm also very fond of a good opera cake. Tuxedo cake, a little bit more chocolate, vanilla, creamish. Tuxedo cake, opera cake, I believe, adds like an element of coffee to it. So not to be confused with like a tiramisu, which is elements of cocoa, a little bit of cinnamon, if it's done right, a bit of rum, along with espresso over ladyfingers. Tiramisu is nice, but honest, I wish I liked it more, but like tiramisu is not high up in my repertoire of pastries that I want to eat. Mostly because they tend to go a little too hard with the cinnamon in it, and I'm like, cinnamon and me don't always, like, I have to be, it's certain times of the year I can have a lot of cinnamon, but yeah, just no. I love a good creme brulee, but funny enough, I like my creme brulee in my drinks.
I am not nearly as much of a fan of creme brulee as just a pastry itself, or as a dessert itself. It's probably because I have not found the right place. I found most places are a little bit grainy, a little bit too fatty, and I'm like, nah, not for me, dog, not for me. Carrot cake. That's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. I grew up on potluck carrot cakes, so people who did not know to like finely grate the carrot, they'd just like, it's a carrot. We're just gonna throw a bunch of baby carrots in there and slap some seasoning on top. Then add some raisins. I'm like, what the and some walnuts. Why? Who hurt you and why do you have to hurt me? What is wrong with you? So yeah. Oh, actually, they're one of my favorite places when I get my nails done. Which again, I need to pay my rent first, and I am working so hard at that right now. I need to pay my rent first, but the moment I can, and I can go get my nails done. Yeah. Crack, Krak, Boba, which is like right next to Chloe's Nails, where I get my nails done. They have a fantastic king brulee and queen brulee, and it incorporates brulee, cream brulee into their drink. It is so fucking good. I adore it. You know what? I have never had a baked Alaska. And it looks so good. Like, it's such a retro dessert, but it looks like it's so good. But yeah, like, I love it. At this point, about $700. Which is why I was banking on, it's about $700 or $800 at this point. That's why I was banking on being able to get that DoorDash up and running and get some things hammered out, and instead, like, the car battery issue happened, and literally 2 days in a row, no offers whatsoever. And it's like, I can't wait around for this to pay off. So yeah, I'm gonna be online. I'm gonna be doing tarot card readings. I'm gonna be getting everything like set up in my Mayhem Marketplace, all that other kind of stuff. And I definitely gotta do a full blitz on letting people know where everything is, all the commissions that are open, all those kind of things. I've also just been dealing with literally my own mental health tanking itself for obvious reasons. So yeah. It is what it is. I will try and address it tomorrow across multiple platforms. But yeah. Many hands, light work. I understand that a lot more. And again, if anybody wants artwork, if anybody wants commissions, by all means, let me know. I will be getting more of my artwork posted up. And I also now have private card readings available. So all you have to do is go to the Mayhem Marketplace. I have 1, 3, 5, or 10 card spreads available. You can order them. And I will literally get those read and to you. And basically, it's a written format. So basically, you pay for the card read, and I will do, at bare minimum, a paragraph that describes to you the card that was pulled and what the portent is, what it means, all that kind of good stuff. And that's a paragraph per card. So if you get a 10 card pull, expect a long paragraph of one variety or another. And if you would like to do it as a face-to-face time kind of thing, then that can also be arranged. I would just have to block out some time and make sure it fits all in the schedule. So yeah. Hey, how you doing, Mariah? But yeah, getting everything squared away. I just need to get my footing. But yeah, I mean, I do my best. I'm literally trying to do my best here. Just with everything going as it is. Yeah. Honestly, no. I have realized with my ADHD, I have worked a lot of different jobs, and I just don't really have faith in the job market really anymore. Retail work would literally cause me mental harm. I've worked retail. I worked a lot of retail, and almost every single time I very quickly exceeded at my job. I was very, very good at, like memorizing all of the products, all of the information. I can upsell like nobody's business when it comes to like clothing or anything that's stackable, buildable, in that particular regard. Unfortunately, the fact that I always put down my full educational history has apparently not worked out in my favor, and my resumes are weeded out by AI very, very quickly from everything that I've been seeing. That, or I've just been applying for a lot of fucking ghost jobs. So, yeah. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I thought that delivery work would be steady, and apparently they're just making it worse and harder to actually, do that. I'm trying, content creation. I'm trying verified sites. I was not filling out some of my information correctly. I am... Yeah, thank you, Rachel. That part. I was a fantastic person to person, but like, I always had trouble with managers because they would speak corporate at me, and for the most part, corporate can eat my ass because they often asked us to do things that were not ethical. Sometimes they asked us to do shit that was not legal, and a lot of times they hung our hours on how much bullshittery we asked and got from our customers. Like, oh, do you want to sign up for this credit card? And I'm like, nobody needs a credit card. And most people do not want to apply for a credit card because a credit card is a hard inquiry on your credit. And therefore, if you apply for a credit card but don't get it, it can count against you. And a lot of people are like worried about what their credit score is going to be like. So no, they don't want it. That, or they don't want to spend the extra like 15, 20 minutes that it could take to get signed up for the card. Well, you need at least 2 new cards a day. Well, what if all we are getting is repeat customers who already have the card? Well, you got to find it somewhere. Like, motherfucker, what? What? Pet sitting, maybe. I am looking at those. That's what I was trying to do with TaskRabbit, because TaskRabbit has pet sitting on there. Some of the places that I was looking at signing up, I read like further reviews by actual people who worked those apps, and they were like, no, be careful. It's like, okay, shit. So yeah. Yep. Oh, right. And if you, I worked JCPenney's, JCPenney's, Blockbusters, Torrid, Lane Bryant, dear God, yeah, no, and like, I have thought about doing something like Notary Public. And again, oh my God, some of that shit really got under my skin because it felt like mildly unethical, especially having to work with realtors. Like, some of that shit did not feel quite right. Not to mention, apparently, you have to babysit your books everywhere you go. If you leave the house, the book's gotta come with. And I'm like, the fuck? But yeah, just... And of course, if you lose that book, if that book gets stolen, you're on the line for so much shit. And I'm like, I already have enough stress and anxiety. I don't know if I can do that. Oh, okay. Okay. When I worked at J.C. Penney's, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Moose. When I worked at J.C. Penney's, I worked for the lingerie department first. I was damn good at the lingerie department. But the lingerie department, I had to deal with people who did not understand how you were supposed to measure for a bra. And I had to deal with shitty mothers who... Oh. Haj, can you DM me about that? I'd actually kind of like to talk about that a bit more. Because at this point, I do need to look. At the very least, I need to look. So, yeah. I had a mother come in, and her daughter was very stout. Very, very, very stout, and actually rather busty, even though she was like 15, 16-ish. She was a teenager, high schooler, and mom was very, very stout, but as a pear shape. So, incredibly small chest, but very large midsection. So, I'm like, okay, we're going to measure you. Is that okay? You know, here, go ahead and we're going to put this around you. And don't worry, you're fine. I'm just go ahead and lift up and I'm just going to measure your band. Okay, we're going to do across here. Okay, you need, I think it was something like a 40D or 42D, which, you know, any child hears big numbers, big cup size, and, you know, their world just melts because they're like, oh God, oh God, oh God. Don't worry, you're fine. We'll find you something super plain. And the mom started screaming at me. She cannot be a 40D. I took the band size. It said 40, 42-ish. I took the cup size. There's about a 4-inch difference. So yeah, that's a D cup. She can't be a D cup. I'm only a B. I swear to shit, I almost told that woman, your tiny ass titties does not dictate how big your child's chest is gonna be. Her boobs are not your... Well, my mother didn't have them, and I don't have them. Yeah, well, she got them, and guess where she got the other half of her genes from? I'm guessing not your brother. So, it took everything I had not to unleash just... And all I can think is, your small chest does not dictate the fact that your daughter has a larger chest and needs a bra that fits correctly. She was willing to drag her daughter out of the store, cursing at me the entire way, because her daughter had a bigger bra size than she did. And I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind? And like, you could tell that the bra that this poor kid was wearing didn't fit correctly. Was, you know, there was a lot of spillage. There was just a lot of discomfort because it was literally several cup sizes too small. And she needed several cup sizes larger to actually hold correctly. And we had the Bally bras. She needed several cup sizes larger to actually hold correctly. And we had the Bally bras. We had, oh God, what were some of the, like the Playtex. We had, you know, like very sporty ones that didn't have like a lot of lace or anything. They were just very plain. They were full coverage. That would have been great. But no, because mom was a 40B at best. Suddenly, her daughter couldn't be several cup sizes larger. And it's like, that's not how cup sizes work. That's not how bras work, you absolute horrible adult. Just the fuck is wrong with you? Just, oh my God. I wanted to rage at that woman so badly. Just, ugh. Oh, I can set a new goal through here. Yay! Oh, yeah. Let's see. Okay, hopefully that did whatever it's gonna do, but yeah. Right? Right? And like this, it's not like this kid wanted something that was fanciful or not age appropriate. And like this, it's not like this kid wanted something that was fanciful or not age appropriate. Are we good? Are we back? I think we had a hiccup. Okay, I think we're back. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, just like, and like this kid could not have been just more just embarrassed. So embarrassed. Just did not, just no. But like, again, and my manager, who was built like an Oompa Loompa, waddled up to me. And I say waddle not because she was overly heavy, but waddle because she had that hump, that slump, that way of walking. My fucking manager came waddling up to me. We just got a complaint. I'm like, yeah, from a mother jealous that up to me. We just got a complaint. I'm like, yeah, from a mother jealous that her daughter was clearly a much larger cup size and needed a larger cup size in the bra. The mom was pissed off at me because she's a B cup. Her grandmother was a B cup. So how the mom was pissed off at me. And I'm like, this part of the chest, that's not where the band sits. And this part of the chest includes the lats. Here, I'm going to be standing up because, yes, I am passionate about this, okay? So, this part of the chest, the upper part of the chest, includes the lats. This muscle here, basically. So, this muscle here can create a wider set. And that can give you a false read as to what the band, the part that goes around underneath the boob, needs. Why in the shit would I measure the upper part of the chest? Why wouldn't I measure where the band is going to sit? And then from there, you then measure across the bust. That difference is going to give you more or less what the cup size should be. Now, sometimes the read is a little bit off. Some people fill out the cups differently because everybody has a slightly different shape in that particular regard. So you find a shape that fits what you got. But yeah, nope. Now, this was also the exact same manager who would repeatedly change my schedule and not tell me. And she would change it after I had gotten off shift. Like schedule was printed on Saturday for, Sunday to Saturday. She would go in after I got off of work, usually on Saturdays, and change my schedule, or she'd change it even like midweek and not tell me. Or she'd schedule me on days where I was at school because I was going for my psych degree at that point, Well, I changed it. You didn't. A, you have to give me, at bare minimum, 24 hours notice. As according to California labor laws. Yeah, bitch. Or, and this is a big or, you should have been paying attention to the fact that I have school on those days, and I already stated what days I was not available. And you should have not scheduled me on those days, because you know that I am not available, and this job ain't paying me nearly enough to cover all of the debt that is being incurred for getting this bachelor's degree. They didn't like me there. I knew the labor laws far too well. Far too well for them to be able to get away with shit. And I could quote chapter and verse, and I had more than enough sense to know how to research what the labor law board is, how to call them, how to report violations. Yeah. You weren't gonna bully me on that shit. That's all I gotta say. So, they offered me a job in fine jewelry during the Christmas season. And I took that job because they had told me, don't worry, we're moving you there for the season. You're going to do fine jewelry, perfume counter, that kind of stuff, because we just need extra coverage there. It's busy as shit. And then after the season is over, we will put you back in lingerie and let you do your thing. Cool. Because at this point, I could get commission. And, it was like 2-3% commission. It was nothing major. But, commission was a good thing. And I sold a good number of watches, decent amount of jewelry, even though some of the older associates tried to snake some of my sales, which I found really underhanded. Mostly because they weren't nearly as charming, but what can I say? Anyway, season comes to the end. Mostly because they weren't nearly as charming, but what can I say? Anyway, season comes to the end. Sorry, I'm having apparently issues. So yeah, I asked them when they're going to be transferring me back to lingerie, and they're like, oh no, we don't need you anymore. I'm like, you gave me this job seasonally, and you told me you were going to put me back in lingerie afterwards because apparently you were so busy down here. And they're like, yeah, but did you get it in writing? So that's how they legally tricked me out of that particular job. And to this day, JCPenney's can eat my entire backside. So yeah. It is what it is though. But yeah, no, yeah. Hi. How's everybody doing? As I go on a rant. But yeah. I also liked Torrid for a good while when I was working with them. They had really nice clothing. But like, Torrid nowadays, their quality of clothing and their style. Oof. When Torrid first opened, it was gorgeous rockabilly / plus size goth alternative style clothing. It was fantastic. Shoes, socks, everything. Nowadays, it's literally Lane Bryant 2.0. It's awful. Oh, yeah, no, I kind of went on a little bit of a rant of my time working at JCPenney's and how they can eat a dick. Hey, how you doing? Sorry, I was going on a tirade. How you doing tonight? I'm dual boxing between Twitch and the clock app, TikTok. So, how do you do? Trying to decide if I should go to 8 o'clock. Yeah, I'll go to 8 o'clock and then let me be on tomorrow. Sorry, I got soot? The fuck was that? I don't know. But yeah. Oh, okay. How you liking it so far? I'm trying some new things. I'm definitely readjusting where I stream and whatnot, trying to figure out what works best overall. Because, yeah, we don't know if the clock app is going to be around much longer. Like, by this weekend, it could be gone and bye-bye, but nobody's quite sure, so yeah. I do think I have a bit more freedom over here. It's just a matter now of growing the fan base, the audience, as it were. So yeah, I think I like the setup here on Twitch as well a little bit more than I like the setup on some of the other apps that I've been trying out. Sorry, I just realized that I was practically yelling. Why don't you all tell me when my volume has gone up too high? I'm just like, shit, didn't mean to yell. I don't mind yelling per se, but just, I know not everybody likes the yelling. It can be stressful to some people, so. Oh, and if anybody has questions, by all means, feel free. Have at. Ask away. Pardon? Hello, hello, welcome, how do you do? I'm over on Twitch as well as here on the Clock app. We're going to do dual boxing for a while, figuring out what works and where, especially as far as it comes to streaming. I think I'm going to have a little bit more freedom when it comes to Twitch because they allow you to be a little bit more candid than the Clock app overall. You're allowed to do a little bit more. But yeah. Apparently the dogs are having at. But yeah. Hello, hello. Hello, darling. Do I believe in reincarnation? Yeah, in a way. In a way. I don't think you come back like completely fully yourself and a new human being. I think there's a bit more of a splinter to it, in that you come back, but you come back with the parts that still need to learn or that deserve or want to come back. But I don't think like, oh, the entirety of your spirit is just put into a new vessel. I'm like, nah, I think you get like a part of your consciousness, the part that still needs to grow, put it in a new vessel. Okay, learn the new things. That way you actually expand as a being. You learn more things. It's not just that you endure more, it's that you learn more, it's that you expand more, it's that you grow more. But I think, yeah, once you find that happiness, once you find that nirvana, as it were, or once you've learned what you need to learn, I think you probably are able to go, yeah, I'd like off the wheel. I'm good. I've had the thing. I'm good. So yeah, I believe in it some ways, but I also believe that I don't have all of the answers. So I mean, you can take all of it with a grain of salt, basically. Hello, hello. If anybody has questions on either platforms, feel free to bring them. I like all kinds of banter. I have 2 bachelor's degrees and a life worth of experience. So, yeah. We can do it all. We can talk about practically anything. And yes, sometimes my discussions do get a little bit spirited. So, yeah. In the shit was that? Questions, answers? I'm sure there's plenty of them. Thank you, Althea. My newest, apparently... Yeah. Thank you, Althea. Thank you, Althea. My newest, apparently... Yeah. Thank you, Althea. The newest subscriber over here on Twitch. Hello, hello, hello. How do we do? How's everybody hanging in there? Hopefully this evening you've been able to decompress at least a little, even with my antics. Hopefully you're doing well. I am a little bit eccentric, ADHD. I know usually I've got all the gear on to be in a battery, but we got into some really like spirited informational discussions, so I dropped into my regular California accent, A, to be understood better, and B, because when I get passionately talking, it's sometimes hard to keep up the accent. Oh, okay, thank you, Arena, thank you. I was like, okay, this works. It's Sanguine Bathory over there, right? I'm not like misremembering it. Which, funny enough, I think it's spelled pretty much the same as my coffee. Hey, how you doing, B? I saw that you had messaged me earlier, and I'm like, I'm in the middle of doing this. I can't answer back. So yeah. Oh, no, you're fine. I was explaining that so you weren't sitting there going, are they alive? Like, am I being ignored? I'm like, I was in the middle of something. I'm sorry. No, you're good. Trust me, you're good. But yeah. So yeah, I think I'm, honestly, of all the things, I think Twitch. I thought I was going to try favorited for a little bit longer. Now, if the clock app does go down, I will end up doing Twitch from my laptop and then favorited from my phone and kind of dual boxing from there. But yeah. We're either going to find out about midway through tomorrow or, yeah, roughly on the 5th. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, new subscriber. I appreciate that. But, yeah. I'm getting more tech savvy. It's taking me a hard minute to figure it all out. But I am getting more tech savvy. So I will get things kind of squared away a little bit better. I definitely got the setup squared away a little bit better today. I need to find my splitter, because I've got a few more things that I need to plug in, to say the least. But yeah, roughly-ish by like either late on the 4th or early on the 5th, we're going to find out what's going on, where everything's going. From what I've heard, offers from the a-hole who runs OnlyPans has put in an offer. Amazon has put in an offer, and Amazon already owns Twitch. BlackRock may have put in an offer, at which point I will burn my entire account to the ground myself. And, oh god, I'm trying to remember who else. But yeah, like there's a couple of different people who've put in offers to buy TikTok. But again, even if they sell TikTok, that does not assure that they also are purchasing the algorithm. And the algorithm is what makes the app what it is. And we've already noticed that the app on the algorithm has changed heavily. I've been seeing more and more repeat videos on my FYP, stuff that I've already liked or stuff that I already saw, some of the stuff that I already said I'm not interested in. And then I started seeing my own stuff pop up. Like videos that I posted. And I'm just like, why are you showing me this? Why are you showing me this? Like, I don't need to see my own stuff that I posted up. It's not like you're letting me, like, repost it. I'm definitely not going to be liking my own stuff. That's just odd. Like, WTF. Right? Like, the algo is not algoing. It's not quite... Something's not quite right. Hello? How do you do? I've got Twitch going on right now, and I've got TikTok going on right now. Oh, so if you are over here and you need to find me, funny enough, my coffee is spelled the exact same. TikTok going on right now. Oh, so if you are over here and you need to find me, funny enough, my coffee is spelled the exact same way as my Twitch. So yes, you can find me that way. Page of Swords. Damn you. Pardon. Yeah, no, and that's the part that's irritating me, is like so many people apparently follow me. I'm over 20,000 viewers now, apparently, or 20,000 followers. Like, people rarely, if ever, see my stuff, and at this point, I'm just kind of posting up what's kind of going on during a day. I have no compunction to do any skits or really anything super creative on the Clock app, because I'm literally scrolling back to, I want to say, like, last year, and seeing that my posts have got like between 4K and 10K on a lot of them, view wise, you know, stuff that isn't being really put out to the major public anymore. But like, current views are usually stuck in the under 1,000, and anything that's under 1,000 I get paid nothing for. Yet the Clock app keeps telling me you need to be putting out more stuff that's over a minute long in order to get paid. I'm like, yeah, but you don't push any of the stuff that I do that's over a minute long. You shadow ban even my stuff that's under a minute. So like, what is my motivation to like post on this app when I am making no headway? And I mean, the same thing has kind of happened for my viewership when I do lives. Everybody who's been here for a hot minute remembers when my lives would be, 75, 100, 200 strong. And then 30, 40 for like the last several weeks. Months even, and like getting little to no traction. So like, the fuck is the point sometimes? Mark Cuban is behind it, and the Blue Sky. I mean, do we have confirmation on that though? Also, not that Mark Cuban is a great person, okay? Like, he's a billionaire, fuck all of them. But like, what is the word? What is the phrase I'm looking for? How is he interfering with TikTok when Blue Sky is analogous to Twitter? Like, because at this point, the way so many creators are being harmed, it is lowering not only our ability to create revenue, which they could benefit off of if we were all making more revenue. I don't understand how fucking capitalists don't understand how the goddamn system that they set up is supposed to run, and they just keep fucking tanking that shit. Ooh. Sorry, I get a little... Okay, maybe that's why the Page of Swords showed up. Because it's action. It's communication. It's doing the thing. Rush towards it. But yeah, like... I swear to God, it's just... This is why capitalism pisses me off so badly, is they set up a system, and I'm not saying the system could work forever or that it's a good system, but they set up a system to work in a particular fashion, but then they expect only the workers to follow that system while they systematically break it, violate it, and then wonder why the stock market has shit itself. Why people aren't out buying, especially not luxury goods. Why people are barely spending enough to like cover rent, cover the very basic bills, and to cover the minimum of food. Like of course people aren't doing more, 'cause they can't. They literally can't. And you have more than enough money that you couldn't even spend it all in this fucking lifetime, you bunch of raging d-holes. I've been hearing that. Is Skylight out for Android users yet? Because so far I've only seen that it's out for iPhone users. And I will never own an iPhone. iPhone can absolutely gobble my left lip. I will, fuck that noise. I can't stand them. They are shittily built phones that are literally the worst planned obsolescence playing in your fucking face. They are meant to function for a year, 2 years max. And then they have been caught doing this repeatedly. They will then throttle how well your phone functions. They literally will change coding, apps, everything, so that your phone becomes less functional. So after about 3 years to 4 years, your phone's basically a brick that cannot integrate with all of the new coding and all the new apps and all the new everything. So, like, they literally force you to buy a new phone, like, every 2 years. And that is bullshit. I get very, very, very fucking pissed off about that. Because I'm like, we're barely scraping by as the working class anyways. And you want me to turn around and buy a new $1,000 phone every year, every 2 years? And if I don't follow your need to bleed me dry, then you're just gonna brick my phone for me? Fuck you, asshole. I would love to just cunt punt Steve Jobs in his taint. Just Mike Tyson's fucking uppercut. I'm sorry, I got a little passionate about this shit. I got really fucking passionate about this shit. My filter goes way down. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Because, I'm sorry, but tell me that's not bullshit. It used to be, this is why I've always been like an Android user, is it used to be you could keep a piece of equipment, a phone, for about 4 years. Honestly, you could make it work for about 6. If you really wanted to. Can you tell I had a flip phone forever? A QWERTY keyboard and... Oh man, trying to get me into smartphones was like dragging a child away from the playground. I just, no! I can type so fast with just my thumb. It's like, I'm just saying. Right? Oh yeah, right. It's for storage. No, it's for theft, you bunch of bastards. Oh my god. I'm with you on it. A win for the magenta. But yeah, just every little thing we do to try and survive. Am I single? I don't know. Are you putting in an application? Because if you are, I am so costly. I will let you know that up front. Right? I'm like, I honestly wish that we still had the damn keyboard. So much easier to use a pushable QWERTY keyboard. Especially when you have... Give me a raised button that I can push on, please. Because trying to hit stuff with the pad of my frickin' thumb... And I swear to God, they're making them I'm not overly narrow. Like, they are making them narrower by a pixel or two. And so I end up fat fingering the key next to it. And then having to go back and, like, correct that. And heaven fucking forbid, I use the speech to text. Oh my God. It is like they don't know what a sentence structure is. I get that I need to sometimes tell them where a period goes, but there are moments that I should not have to say semicolon, comma, like, fuck's sake, just basic sentence structure. Jesus. Tammy, no. Oh yeah, no, speech to text definitely gets me in trouble. Mother, sure. Mama, mommy, mom, no. Those have never been. Quick clarification for me. Weren't you also the person who was, like, throwing out a name trying to figure out what my government was? I want to make sure that I'm attributing that to the right person, that I'm not getting sharp with the wrong person. But, okay. I wanted to make sure. But yeah. Yeah, mom, mommy, mama, yeah, none of those, no. It's an overly familiar, also I never wanted children, so, like, it's a twofold for me. Right, you would think that AI would have enough, programming with just a regular Oxford English Dictionary, a Merriam-Webster, just a basic high school level class. Like, what are they feeding the AI? What are they feeding the AI if not just basic English grammar? 'Cause it doesn't make any sense that I can give it a sentence and it doesn't know where to put the commas. It's putting periods in the wrong places and then not capitalizing the next word. I'm sorry, if you've got a period, the next word needs to be capitalized. Because you have just said, this is the end of a sentence. The next letter should be capitalized because that would be the beginning of the next sentence. And that is basic English. That is like second grade English. Like, WTF. Right? That part. AI can deny my application, but it can't form a sentence. It's so galling. It is so galling that AI can look at my resume and go, nope, but cannot form a fucking sentence. And, like, I don't want to be angry at the AI gods. I don't want to yell at our possibly new digital overlords, per se. But holy hell, how are you programmed to be less educated than a second grader. And I do mean less educated than a second grader, because it's not even following basic rules. That's gonna be the funny part, like when a fucking robot walks up. You said catch me outside. What now? You're like, oh, fuck. Just saying. I'm just saying. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm just like, the fuck is... What? What? Right. I still find it funny as shit that Muskie Boy held that party with all these quote-unquote AI robots that could, mix drinks and do errands and run all these, do all these things independently. And it turns out that it was actually people remote controlling the robots. And I'm just like, oh, so you mean your AI didn't work? That you didn't have autonomous robots? That you didn't even have AI running your robots? You just had people literally remote controlling, like motion capture remote controlling your robots and doing the talking for them. You didn't have shit. Like, the world's worst and greatest is that the man doesn't have anything that is actually functional. He just steals off of other people and says that it's his own idea. Like, and then flatly proves that he is unfit to be running anything. I'm just like, I'm just saying, you failed South African dictator and unelected president. Like, honestly, I hope somebody hands him some pure K and he just does a little too much and accidentally deletes himself. I'm just saying. Hypothetical. Absolutely hypothetical. The man, have you watched him? Have you watched him do an interview? I dated an ex-tweaker. I have been around people who've been on a lot of substances. But have you ever watched that man do an interview? Oh, sit through at least a clip. Sit through at least a clip. It is wild. It is wild. Muskie Boy. Watch Muskie do an interview. You can tell when he's and hasn't had enough of his special juice. Like, between his eyes being fucked up and just his whole mannerism is pensive and almost a little bit sweaty, and you can tell that he's not focused because he's got other things on his mind, like, gee, I need a little bit more of my... I'm like, between him and, what's his name? Hoghead? Hexoth? Hexonomith? I don't know what the fuck to call him. Like, you want to talk about a guy who's a raging, non-functional alcoholic? Fuck. And by the way, nobody, and I mean nobody, not even myself, and I'm eccentric as fuck, sips soda that's only about a finger's deep. Nobody sips soda from a fucking highball kept underneath the podium. The amount of abuse that I have seen of substances in the first, what is it, 60 days? of this shit show? The fuck? I ain't never seen caffeine-free Coca-Cola that had no bubbles in it and was only poured 2 fingers deep. Never, not once in my entire lifetime. And I'm a person who likes a hedonistic bit of party. Right? There's like all of the signs are there. Half of them are rubbing their gums like they got spinach caught between their back molars. Soda enthusiast. Soda enthusiast. I love that. I fucking love that, right? I just love that caffeine-free. Just love that caffeine-free cola. Dude, you needed that caffeine-free cola so badly you were sweating and twitching. Like, I want to see them grill that man in front of like a congressional hearing. I want to see them provide the bottled water. Not something that he brings in. I want to see him have to drink regular ass bottled water for a 12-hour congressional hearing and just watch him melt. Watch him shiver and shake so hard from the fucking DTs that he almost vibrates himself out of his seat. 'Cause he is dependent. He is fully dependent, by my reckoning. Fully dependent on having a little Jack Sparrow, as it were, in order to even function. And yet he is running what part of our government now? Fuck. Yeah, give him some. Yeah, the fact that he has as much... The fact that any of them... The fact that so many of them are on something and also allowed to run major parts of the government, while half of them were insisting that working class people should have to take drug tests in order to collect SNAP or EBT or TANF or, assistance, public assistance. I'm like, that is incredibly costly to test every last person who is on any form of assistance. And guess what? They found in the massive amount of waste and spending that they did, they found that something like 1.5% had something in their system. More often than not, it was THC. Which doesn't tell you if it's active in your system. It just tells if it's been there for up to 6 weeks. So all these people were pretty much functional, but they just wasted a shit ton of money trying to, prove that, if you're poor, you gotta be on something. Bitch, we don't have the money to be on something when we're living in poverty. Especially not the Schedule 1s, the hardcore stuff. Nah, we ain't got the money for that. What? What the fuck? Makes me want to rage. Makes me want to rage. But yeah. Just saying. I'm just saying. And, again, how many of them have been, rubbing their gums? How many of them, the eyes? Dude, the eyes. The eyes tell you something. The eyes tell you something. I'm just saying. But yeah. The fact that one is, at least one of them is on alcohol, one of them is on Special K cereal. Many of them are Coca-Cola fanatics. Like, I've seen parties. I've seen parties in WeHo that were more sober than our current administration, and that is terrifying on so many levels. Just saying. Thank you, darling. I appreciate. How's everybody doing? Are we hanging in there? Am I being a little too brutally truthful? I'm just saying. Oh, I can. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I mean, hey, with everything that is going on, like, here's the thing. Yes, I am worried about what happens the longer they are allowed to progress and do this kind of shit. But what terrifies me even more is, okay, how do we correct it? Like, how much are we gonna have to do? How much are we gonna have to fight to correct everything that has been made wrong? Like, and what is, how do we correct the overwhelming amount of palm-colored fascies that have been allowed to integrate and weave themselves into our society? Like, how do we fix that? Because I know we've got, like, several more decades of undoing, again, decades and decades and centuries worth of harm. But yeah, like, how? How do we correct that? What do we do with that? I don't have the answers. That's the part that kind of worries me right there. Oh, we're talking about anything, everything. You know how it wanders. We were just kind of talking about how certain people in far too much position of power have issues with substances. And how they're allowed to get away with that shit. Thank you! Holy wow! Thank you! What? Thank you for that! Holy crap! What is your favorite concert or show that I've been to? God, I'm gonna have to take a moment. Okay, one carpool we can do. That. Thank you, Gabby. I'm sorry, that kind of blew me away. That was also a really fun animation. Thank you for picking that one. Let's see. I'm trying to see. I don't go out to concerts too often. Oh, my brain has gone blank. My brain has gone utterly blank. I mean, I love going to the Hollywood Bowl. I don't get too many Thank you again, Gabby. My goodness. I don't get to go out too often, but like Hollywood Bowl is like one of my favorite places because it's open air. There, you could, you know, if you get decent, what do you call it? If you get like decently close seats and everything, the stage work is absolutely gorgeous. The jazz festivals that they've had there, I've seen classical music, full orchestras there. Those are always my favorite. I do have a soft spot for classical music, funny enough. I love live performances of skilled music, as it were. And to be able to perform this, I think the last thing I saw was the Nutcracker. Funny enough, the Nutcracker at the Hollywood Bowl specifically, and it was gorgeous. It was so fantastically done. Oh, it was quite the experience, and they had a really good conductor. They were very animated. I kind of enjoy that super animated style of conducting. But yeah, it was like between the ballet and then the orchestra was just fan-fucking-tastic. I know it seems highbrow. Honestly, I wanna go to like some smaller dive bars on like a live music night. Maybe get reconnected with community that way. I know Wicked Wolf sometimes has really good live play sets. That's in Long Beach. As does the Silver Fox, which does a fantastic karaoke night. Oh, that came jumping all the way out. Haha, dexterous toes. Oh. Okay. My dear, I'm sorry, you can't quite see that, but the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, Pentacles being an earth card. Stalwart, steady, making progress, also growth, abundance. This seems more financial. So, okay, so you see how she's holding back, like, the curtain? I keep seeing her, like, beckoning towards. Seems like almost not quite a call sheet. It's an invoice. Check some of the finances or the details behind the scene. Make sure that all the P's and Q's are aligned. Make sure that everything is listed. Oh, I don't know if you like charge for your skills or something, but like there's something more that you should be asking for. Like you're underselling yourself. There's something more that you should be asking for. Like you're underselling yourself. You're undercharging for your skill set. And she's like, we've got all this stuff, but we can charge for this. We can be a little bit more straightforward about putting this as part of the invoice. We don't have to always give this away for free, even though we've, been giving it away for free for a little bit. Like, hey, gimme. we've been giving it away for free. But honestly, at this point, you have enough skill, you have enough talent, you've built enough clout and reputation to justify incorporating this into everything. Incorporating this into what we are charging. So definitely, if you are doing something that you have as part of your financial income, or something that you would normally charge for, like, make sure you're not underselling yourself. Make sure that you are getting paid correctly, because you're definitely giving them more than their money's worth, and you don't have to keep giving it away for free, because again, you've worked on this, you've got your skills down, you've got your reputation well placed. Like, you deserve to be paid appropriately for everything that you do. You're not an intern anymore. You need to elevate how you think about yourself, because you are absolutely worth it. So treat yourself like you are worth it. But yeah, like, it is a gentle call in to, like, look at how you value yourself, and how you give towards others, and what you expect back from it. I hope that makes sense to you. But yeah, definitely make sure you're charging what you're worth, because there are people out there who are always going to look for how can they get the lowball number. But, like, at this point, you are deserving of more, therefore you should definitely be making sure that is known accordingly to the community around you. So, yeah. Thank you. Can we tell I like purple just a little? I like a good rich tone. I believe this one is called Matte Royale, and it's by the MAC company, which I just love them. I wonder if Mayhem Marketplace has a calendar I could set up. Maybe I can use their blog as a calendar space as well. Or maybe they have a calendar that I can set up there. Yeah. Sorry, I had discordant thought right there. But yeah. Hello. How's everybody doing? Hopefully well. Thank you for the 18K likes. I really appreciate that. What? Yes, if you haven't already, if you would like to see the live posted up afterwards, that'll be over on the tube of you. Honestly, I kind of think that I'm gonna dual box with Twitch going forward. We'll find out if this is gonna exist. But if you wish to find me in other places. There should be blinks in my bio. Feel free to have at. Thank you so much. Yeah. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. I just need to bio break. Get up, stretch, get a little something to drink. I've got the hamsters of all hamster bladders, I swear. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna see if I can get some more stuff listed up on my Mayhem Marketplace, get some things squared away, and then I'll try and let people know where I am going to be tomorrow. I'm probably going to be on the clock app. I'll just use my phone to do it for most of the day. Get the last minute tarot card readings in and whatnot. Any direct support, honestly, it would be very much appreciated in a variety of manners. But also if y'all need anything, by all means, visit those links in Lio. I'm around the web. There's going to be plenty of stuff up and running to go, and yeah. I will see you all later. Thank you so much. This was a lovely evening, and thank you for letting me rant. Honestly, I think I needed to blow off a little steam, to say the least. But yes, I will definitely see y'all around, and I might check out a couple of those other apps, see if any of them are like, what's the word I'm looking for? See if any of them kind of like fit the look or fit the vibe that I'm going for, because this clock app is just not it for me for a lot of things, especially not for my creative self. So yeah, thank you, darlings.